Hello and good day to you all. I am Gifts of Faith. Now I'm just playing. Faith will be joining us here momentarily, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. It is the start of a new week. It is Monday, and I hope everybody is ready with their questions. It's been a very interesting weekend for most that I have encountered, and that retrograde is kicking ass, and I don't even know if it's taking names. I don't even think it cares. I mean, it's been a crazy time with the retrograde. I am joined here today with one of my buddies here, good old Catherine. Catherine, how are you?
I am fantastic. This is quite. I'm shocked that you got your Halloween costume out so early, Faith. You look just like Journey. It's amazing. It's scary how.
I wonder what he's going to think.
I don't know, but he's going to be shocked. We've got a room full.
I'm sure. And I think I got his laugh down too. So I hope I got the tone.
You've got the tone. It's scary. You know, if you tilt your head back and forth, you can get your head itched by a ghost.
Nice. Hang on.
There we go.
There we go. Nice. I like that. All right. In the Netherlands, it's Tuesday. Yeah, you're ahead of us. So you're one day ahead. So you're already punching through the week. So good for you. It's good you're getting ahead of it before we are. But guys, like I said, Faith will be joining us here in just a moment. So guys, please hang on. And she'll be with us here just shortly. But I am going to start the show off for her while she is taking care of something at the moment. But she, like I said, she will be here. Don't forget about the jump list, guys. Don't forget we have a 10 p.m. show tonight with me, Journey Ryan. So you guys can go on there and get some questions answered. Just remember, all the jumps, $1 of every donation is going to go to the Salvation Army, as we're providing money for the turkeys. So that way we can help families get some gobblers this year, because not everybody is in the best space, but definitely need that help. And it does help a lot of families. So I hope that you guys are considerate to others in here. Any kind of rude energy is going to be, dismissed, and you will be blocked. We have noticed it happening quite a few times, and we're just going to start blocking those who are rude to the other people. If the question may not be important to them, but it's important to you, and don't be afraid to ask, because we are happy to answer the question that you have. So that's what we do. You get kindness here. We don't want you to feel embarrassed. We don't want you to feel uncomfortable. And if someone's going to be rude to you, guess what? We're going to take care of that too. They're going to get blocked. All right. So let's go ahead and bring the first person up today, and it's Heart's Love.
Heart Slave, Joe.
Mm-hmm. Heart's Love, Joe. Mm-hmm.
Heart Slave, Joe. She's a slave to her love.
Oh, okay. I'm like, where are you getting slave? Hearts, are you with us? Go ahead and throw us your question.
There we go.
All right. Says, why Jackson Why did Jackson not want to follow me back on my Instagram or like any of my pictures? Well,
Ooh.
the thing about Jackson and the energy that he's feeling is that he is watching, but he hasn't followed you back at the moment because to me he's trying to play it off like he's Joe Cool. I just get that he thinks that if he follows too soon, he shows his interest too quickly, and it escalates the energy in a different direction. Not something that he's currently ready for. So that's part of the reason why he is holding back. I do feel like he is still fighting with his feelings, and I do feel like, from what I'm seeing here, there's nervousness there. So you don't want to rush it, but know that he will, connect with you on Instagram. But know that he is watching, looking before he does all that. So I do feel like he's still looking. But as for following back, I think that's going to take a minute. I'm seeing at least another week. I don't feel like you're going to get him to follow back this week at all. So it's gonna be, to me it feels like a pain in the rear end, like straight up pain in the ass. But the thing is that I do feel like he will get through it, you will get past it. But yeah, I mean, it's easier that, if he just connects, it would be easier. She says, should I message him again? No, because then you're not letting him come forth with his own energy. And that's what you needed to do. You need to see him put forth the energy in order to make that happen. So if you message, it's almost like you're pressuring him to add you. You want him to do it on his own free will. By doing that, it shows his own efforts. It shows that he's putting forth what it needs to be. It is, I'm assuming it is love. It's developing. I wouldn't say that it's love at the moment. I feel that the interest is strong. I get the nerves are there, but as it's saying, is it love right now? I'm going to say at the moment, no. She says, okay, I'll wait. Absolutely. It is going to get better, honey. Thank you so much for your question tonight. We do appreciate it. I say tonight because I'm so used to being the night show. So, but good evening. It's evening now here where I'm at. It's 6 p.m. Yeah. All right. Well, love, it will turn into it. Just hang in there, honey. All right. Well, let's keep it going, guys. We got a bunch of people in here, so let's keep this party going. And with Jalapeno Popper, Jalapeno, where you at? You are next. After Jalapeno is going to be Asta. So get your question ready. You're on the list. Guys, don't forget, you guys can jump the list. All you got to do is click the link in the description or in the chat box. That way, you guys, if you want to jump ahead and get a longer reader, you are guaranteed to read if you jump. All right. She said, thank you so much for all your help. You are welcome. Guys, don't forget, at 10 o'clock tonight, it's 2 hours with me, Journey Ryan. So make sure you guys tune in tonight as well. All right, Jalapeno, where are you at? Gotta make sure you didn't. All right. Jalapeno Popper, where are you at, honey? Guys, if you look on the screen where it's showing Jalapeno, you're up. There is another one when we get to about a minute and 30 seconds in. It will show the next person in line. Just in case you didn't hear me call out your name, you'll be able to see, it'll say you're next. So get your question ready. That's the time to start typing that question and get ready to send it when I call your name. All right. I'm not seeing Jalapeno anywhere, so I'm going to go ahead and take the next person in line. And the next person in line is Ashta. Ashta, go ahead and throw us your question. Kira Torres, you're on the list, so get your question ready. Ashta. You are welcome. She says, oh, I posted it. Honey, I didn't get it, so it must have blocked it somewhere. Rephrase the question and then go ahead and repost it. And then we'll take you right after Ashta, because I did not receive it. There must be a word that it's hanging up on somewhere. On YouTube, they do that. Ashta, are you with us? Jalapeno, go ahead and repost your question. I'm not seeing Ashta either. All right, guys. We got a fun week ahead, so guys, get ready for it. We're going to be giving away lots of prizes on our 10 o'clock show. Guys, remember, Fridays we do a surprise. We give away 2 prizes instead of 1. So make sure you guys tune in to our 10 o'clock shows. All right. Jalapeno says, will I have a good sale at my vendors event coming up? When it comes to the vendors event, I do feel that it will be good. I do feel like you're going to be a little bit more overloaded than you originally thought you were going to be. She says, or get people to sign up under me. Yeah, I didn't feel that. I didn't feel that you weren't going to. How do I put this? I didn't feel like it wasn't going to be busy, but I definitely feel like you're going to be a little bit more overwhelmed with it than you originally thought. I feel a lot of connections to people. I see a lot of change, a lot of people signing up under you, so a lot of recognition. So this is going to be great. This event's going to kind of like make you think about, whoa, I did this. This is me. I did it. So it'll be amazing for you. She goes, it's my first vendors event. I'm so nervous. Nothing to be nervous about. I know the nerves will get the best of you at first, but you know what'll happen is you're going to find your melody, you're going to find your beat, and just be, cheery and happy, and make sure you've got a smile on your face at all times. You want to draw the attention to you. So you want to do something with maybe brighter colors and balloons, something that's going to get people's attention. You want to see, you've got to stand out from the rest. So make sure you make that you're doing that to get the attention of others. But yeah, most definitely feel like things are going to come together. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a very good first vendors event. I feel like you're going to be pretty happy with yourself, and as you should be. Absolutely. All right, guys, let's keep on going. Thank you, Jalapeno Popper. Ashta, you were next on the list, so go ahead and get your question out to us. Kara Torres, you were on the list, so get your question ready. Let's go ahead and check the jump list to see if anybody has jumped. All right. I do have a jump. Megan Thompson, go ahead and throw us your question because I have not seen Ashta. So Megan Thompson, throw your question. You jumped. She says, okay, thank you. That helps. Or this helps. You are welcome. All right. Well, hello, little stranger.
Hey, guys.
All right. So Megan has asked a question, so I'm going to go ahead and post that up there since she jumped the list. And let's see. She says, hey, Journey, I'm curious, what should I be focusing on going forward in the next few weeks? So when it comes down to it, I've been seeing a lot of self-care. A lot of things that you need to be focusing on has to do with self-care. I feel like it's more along the lines of, this is a good one for you, getting courage, building your courage back up, building your self-esteem back up. I feel like you're attacking yourself in a way that no one else is. And I feel like you see things about yourself that you shouldn't, because it's not the way that that's supposed to be. So because of that, you're causing yourself more pain and that shyness to stay away from someone that would definitely be interested in you, as I do see another girl around you. Now, when it comes down to the other things that you need to be focusing on is preparing yourself for success. And what I see here with success is, putting money away, even if it's $25, put $25 away, put $5 away, put it in a savings account, start building your future, giving yourself a nest, little nest of money to, fall back on if your times get tough. You don't want to have to maybe borrow money or do anything like that. But those are the major things that I see moving forward when it comes down to you looking ahead. And I'm also seeing working on like your work performance. I see them looking at you and watching you with your work. So, put your best self forward when it comes to your work. And I feel like that is going to help motivate you and do good things. She says, yeah, discrimination. You discriminate against yourself. It's a big hurdle. Not feeling worthy of it. You are worthy. That's the thing. Know yourself. Know your self-worth. If you don't think highly about yourself, others are not going to. Unless you have some psychic that comes through. Gifts of Faith here dressed as Journey Ryan.
Yeah.
Like my Halloween costume?
I was just going to say, you're preparing for Halloween.
Right. So the thing is that you need to believe in yourself. That's where the self-care comes in. You have to, put a little money aside. That'll help builds self-esteem, having things that you can back yourself up on. It builds you up. And then you can talk to girls that you didn't think you could. I mean, it brings forth a lot of good, fun stuff, and I hope that helps. I'm gonna pass this over to Faith. I know she's got some good things to say with you guys. I'm gonna say I'll see you at 10. Faith's taking the show over, so Faith, give them what they want to know.
Hey, first of all, hey everybody. Sorry I was running a little bit late today. I had some stuff going on. Now, Megan, to your question, okay, you want to know what's coming up for you, and the message I have for you, the first thing I got when Journey read your question is, just like Journey said, self-care. But what's coming up for you is whatever you allow to come up for you. You shut out things because you're not willing to try things, and when we don't try things, we're closed off. Your biggest desire, whether you admit it or not, is to be in a good relationship and to have steady work and be happy. But you can't have a relationship if you don't talk to people because you're scared. You cannot live in a constant state of fear if what your biggest desire is to have a good, steady relationship. In order to have that, you have to open yourself up and try. You can't just wait for it to fall. I know you're scared of disappointments and rejections. We all are. But the biggest disfavor that you do yourself, you don't do yourself any favors when you don't open yourself up. Now, over the next 3 weeks, I see a lot of work stuff. I do see you going to lunch with that one person that we've talked about in several of your readings prior. But you have to talk to her, Megan. It's not going to magically appear and she's going to go, yes, Megan, I'll go to lunch with you. And Journey and I are just picking with you, Megan, because we know what you're capable of and we know what you deserve. That's the only reason we do this kind of work, is to help each one of you understand what you're worth and what's coming up for you. But it's only if you let the doors open up to you, the possibilities. And you have to do work. You can't just always expect for it to instantaneously happen. But in order for you to let love in, you have to know that you deserve to have love. And I think on some certain level, Megan, you don't think you do, or be so frightened of rejection because you'd be like, you know what? I'm the bomb. I'm Megan, and I've got colorful hair, and I smile at everybody, and I laugh and I joke, and I'm dependable. That's what you need to see. You need to see in yourself all the wonderful qualities you have, because you are lovable and you are capable. You know, a lot of people like you, Megan. You just have to open yourself up to see it. Because sometimes I think you get frustrated and don't even like yourself. So the next 3-4 weeks is going to be mostly work. There is going to be possibilities for romance if you open yourself up to it, but you're scared. But you know what? Fear is not of God. God tells us in the Bible not to get preachy, but to pray about everything and to worry about nothing. And you're worrying, but you got to open yourself up. That's the thing, Megan. That's the key, is to see your self-worth and to see the good qualities that you have to offer to somebody. So I hope that helps you, Megan. Hang in there and keep smiling, because you're always smiling and you're always laughing. And I feel like work's going to get really busy for you too, so be prepared for that.
Next up, Ms. Faith, is going to be Kira Torres. So, Kira, would you please post your question? You are up.
Hey, Catherine.
And hey, Faith. You're looking cute. Your hair looks nice. Your makeup looks cute. Only another girl would tell you that, or a gay man. So I'm saying for Journey. Okay, Kira Torres wants to know, I need some guidance with choosing my college major. Ooh, I have no idea what the future career I see myself in.
Okay, Kira, I see a couple different things here for you. And I think that you're undecided. So I'm going to tell you the different things that I see, and you tell me what you think, or if it's something that you've considered, okay? Because I see several things. I see writing for you. So I don't know if you've considered a major in like English, or I'm not saying you necessarily have to become a writer, but I keep seeing writing, which is in this instance with your question is my symbol for like English or literature. And I'm also seeing education. And then I see medical as well, and computers. I keep seeing stuff with computers too. So you got a lot of different choices, but I keep going back to the computer stuff. There's something with computer, unless you're going to be taking the courses online. I keep getting reference to computers. Okay. And the other thing that I want to tell you is that you keep having a hard time with this because you think you're going to make the wrong decision. If you make the wrong decision part of the way through in the beginning, you can just switch majors. It's not that serious. But, you know, you have to focus, because I think you have so many ideas in your head of what you want to do, Kira. So here's an exercise that I want you to do. A little bit of homework, if you like, okay? I want you to write down what it is that you feel happiest doing.
She says, I've been doing online school.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, also, I'm sorry I missed this. I've always intended on going into healthcare, but I'm not so sure I want to now. And I've been doing online school. Okay.
That's what I saw. The first thing I saw was healthcare. Okay. And I know why you're hesitant. You're hesitant because it's stressful, and because of what we've got going on worldwide with this pandemic. It's made you rethink things. But I want you to understand something. Just because we have that going on doesn't mean that anything bad would happen to you. Because I think in the back of your mind, that's what you're thinking of. And I don't see that, honey. I know it's very emotionally taxing, but any kind of job we do with people is emotionally taxing, whether you're doing something medical, whether you're doing social work, even doing customer service can be taxing. Even what Journey and I do can be taxing because you're dealing with the public in one way, shape, or form. But you're very capable, and I feel like you can do this, okay? But the other thing that I see too is education. So you might even go into teaching. You've got a couple different choices here, but I keep seeing medical, writing like English, and then I see education and computers. So I think it's because you're going to school online is why I keep seeing computer part, but I keep seeing education or medical stuff around you. I also see something possibly with social work. So you've got a couple different choices, but the social work stuff would be doing like geriatric work or working with the elderly. So I hope that helps you.
Okay, I'm waiting for a reply back from Kira. And I also want to mention we do have a jumper. So Hannah, if you can just hang on to your question, please. And Cassie, Kira says, thank you, Faith.
You're welcome, sweetie. Let us
Okay.
know what you decide to do because I'm really curious. Because you have a few different options.
Okay, so we're waiting for Cassie. And Kira says, I will, thank you. Okay, next up is Cassie. Hello, beautiful ladies. Look at that, sweet. Thank you. Good to see you
Thank
both.
you, Nancy.
I was wondering if my brother had any messages for my mom.
You know, the first thing I got when Catherine finished reading your question is he says your mom cries a lot. And she does it in secret and she does it in little bursts. What I'm seeing symbolically is like she'll be doing something like a household chore through the day. And all of a sudden she'll just sigh and she'll cry for like 5 minutes because she misses him. And he's telling me he did, and I'm not saying him. She felt that they.
Faith, you're breaking up just a little bit. So repeat what you just said. Go back about like 3 lines.
Okay, so what he's telling me is that your mother cries in little bursts. Like sometimes when she's doing a household activity, sigh and she'll cry a minute or just not like a big cry, but just for a minute or two because she really misses him. Okay. Can you hear me now, Kat?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You're good. Mm-hmm.
What he's telling me is that that's okay for her, but he's also telling me that she feel, or she doesn't feel, that when he passed, they were on the best of terms. Like there was some things that keeps going back in her head and wishing that she'd said or done if she'd have known it was gonna. Because I want her to have any regrets. I comes to deal with because I help things in, and he says he calls her mama. He says I very much said, but and I expressed my love, but he's very difficult. That maybe toward the end we were as close as we could have been, and that my life choices and how I chose to express my emotions. So I just want her to know, love her, that she was my no. He says she was my, and I've never heard a spirit put it like this. He says she was me. That was my mom. And he says,
Repeat that last one. She was what? That was my mom. I heard that.
She was his number one lady. That was his mom.
Got it. Okay.
And he loves her. And he said he knows he's an okay son, but he wished he'd been a better son. He wishes that he had done more to show her how valued she was, even though sometimes he always knew that she loved him. And he showed me, and he's showing me there was some sort of special favorite thing that he would cook for her.
Yeah, Faith, you are cutting out really, really bad. Can you like maybe just scooch back a hair or something? I don't know what the problem is, but all of a sudden.
Usually I'll hear something on my end, and I'm not even hearing anything. I mean, I guess I can jump out and come back in. Maybe that'll reset it.
Yeah, even the people in chat are saying that it's cutting out really bad.
Let me jump out of here and come right back. Maybe that'll reset it.
Okay, reset it. Okay, and while you do that, we are at the bottom of the hour anyway, so why don't we take a couple of commercials? Okay.
I don't know why.
For Central Kentucky's best selection of pets and pet supplies, visit Adventure Pets in Berea. We have one of Central Kentucky's largest selection of fresh and saltwater fish, exotic birds, hamsters, reptiles, puppies, kittens, and more. We carry several lines of premium dog and cat food. We also stock Frontline Plus, Advantage, Capstar, and other products for flea and tick control supplies for dogs and cat health needs. Call us today at 859-985-8001.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
Okay, girl. Talk.
Hello.
Hey.
3.
There we go. Thank you. So how about you talk to Miss Cassie for a little bit and see if you can kind of trace your steps a little bit?
Okay, so
No.
Sorry, guys. I had stuff popping up on my screen.
Like Journey, for example.
Yeah. So, what I was basically saying, Cassie, is that your brother comes through. I'm going to kind of summarize this. Your brother comes through. He says that your mother cries. Little cries sometimes when she's doing like little bursts of sadness when she's doing household chores or things that she'll randomly think of him. And that he feels that she feels that their relationship was not as good as it could have been toward the end, and that she has a lot of unspoken things that she would have said to him if she'd known, and it would have been different, okay? But the thing of it is that he doesn't want her to have regrets. He says, I could have been a better son. I could have done more. He said, I was a good son, but I wasn't always as expressive as I should have been. I didn't thank her enough. So that's a lot of it. Sorry, guys, there's a spirit in my house right now, and the dogs are barking at it. So that's a lot of what's going on there. He says he misses her. She was his number one lady. She was his number one person, and he loved her a lot more than he even ever expressed, and he regrets that. But he doesn't want her sad. He says that she needs to take better care of her health because there are some things going on with her health that she's neglecting. She doesn't sleep enough, and she's not taking care of herself. And he keeps showing me her knees. So there's some reference to her knees or to her leg area also. He just basically wants her to know that he loves her. And he says for her to stop, like she's not budgeting her money correctly. Like she's trying to do too much financially, like shifting things around, and she doesn't know how. He says her money will get better by February. So that's the main things that he's trying to come through and say to her. I hope that makes some sense, Kathy. I hope everybody
reply to that.
I hope everybody heard me that time.
Yeah, you came through. There was like maybe 2 words that were kind of garbled, but I could tell exactly what you were saying. Cassie says, yeah, she's been having knee problems.
He says she needs a knee replacement. And he says, honestly, she needs to be in a better climate. She's not in a good climate. He says she has the start of arthritis. And she needs to be in a better climate for that.
Okay. I will tell her.
He says, please tell her that I love her. And he's showing me, he's going to the cheek, like give her a kiss on the cheek. And there was a particular dish that she used to cook. And he says he misses her cooking. And he's showing me this dish, but I don't know what this is. I think it's like, I don't know. It looks like roasted vegetables with meat. This might be pot roast, or that might be symbolically what he's showing me. But he shows me he misses her cooking. He says, please give her a kiss and hug. And he says, tell her that I am around her all the time. All the time.
She says, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Sorry about the static or whatever was going on, you guys.
And you know something? That's just the way it goes. No, Cassie says she's a great cook.
Yeah, he really misses her cooking. He says, and the funny thing is, he says, you guys sit around the table and talk about how great a guy I was and how much of a shit I was. He says, and I was a shit. He was a shit because he was a practical joker. He said, I used to do all kinds of stuff to my sister. All kinds. He says, ask her what a practical joker I was. And she would be like, will you quit it? Quit.
Okay, before we read Hannah's question, I also want to remind everybody that at the 10 p.m. show tonight with Journey Ryan, we have a gift giveaway, and that's going to be every Monday night. And so, and Cassie says he was the shit.
Yeah. He's even talking to me. He's real mischievous. He just told me, I made those dogs bark. I made your dogs bark.
You know, that would not surprise me at all. Okay.
Well, because as soon as I stopped reading him, they quit barking.
Hannah Thomas is up, and Hannah wants to know, what kind of business do you see me and my husband opening? We're stuck on what to do and when to do it.
I'm getting 2 different things. So I feel like there are 2 different prominent things. I'm getting real estate, and then I'm also being shown a restaurant. So that's kind of what I'm getting, Hannah. And I know you guys are going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Does he want to do something with cars? He wants to do something with cars, I think, or it's in the back of his head. But I predominantly see a restaurant and or real estate.
Hannah. While we're waiting for Hannah to comment, Cassie says yes, and you love dogs too. That's why he was messing with your dogs.
I mean, and they were barking a different kind of bark. It wasn't the normal bark they bark when we're on air, if anybody could hear them.
I did notice a difference.
And there was nothing going on outside at the time either.
Hannah says he does cars and motorcycles.
Yeah. You could do that, and he would be good at that. You guys would be good at that, Hannah. Here's the thing, okay? And I'm just going to tell you this right now. I feel like, because if you guys do that particular kind of business, you're going to need a lot of startup costs.
He says he wants to open up a shop.
Mm-hmm. But if you do that, there's going to be a lot of startup costs.
Yes.
So just keep that in mind. That's not even going to be like trying to do real estate or trying to do even a restaurant would be simpler in some regards. There will be a lot of startup costs with mechanic stuff. You guys can do it, and I think it would be a good money maker after like the first 3 years. But I think within 3 years, you know, it would take building the business up about 3 years.
I'm waiting to see if she has anything to say about that. Hannah. I hope I didn't miss it. I don't think she said anything. Just he wants to open up a shop.
Well,
Okay.
I actually feel like you guys might do that, but I am seeing either that or a restaurant.
Okay, thank you, she says.
You're welcome.
Hey, Cornelia, if you would like to post your question, please. And Kita K Love, get your question ready, but please do not post it until asked to do so. Cornelia, which it's going to be what, 15-1 in Holland right now? She's our night owl.
Yeah.
Okay. Cornelia wants to know, will my situation change this week? Will there be a meeting with Esther, Merjam, and then I already know I get to call this dude G because I can't pronounce that name. I'd rather not go to court. So will there be a meeting with Esther, Merjam, and or G because she doesn't want to go to court?
I think there will be a meeting, but I still see the possibility of court. So, yeah. Because I feel like there's going to be some miscommunication. That's my worry. Even if you guys have a meeting, Cornelia, there's going to be some misunderstanding where there's going to be a lot of tension, and I think there's still going to be conflict.
So for all she said, it's 15-1. And then oops. OEP, I think, is that a typographical error? OEPS. Is that an oops?
I think that's another type of abbreviation, but I don't know.
Okay. I'm not seeing anything else aside from oops and yak. Although I have no idea what yak is supposed to mean.
I don't know either. I'm going to look this stuff up. Seriously, I'm going to look it up because it might be some abbreviations, you know, anonyms to specifically to our country.
That's true too. Okay, I don't know, but
Boom.
okay.
Got a
You
spirit
know
on
what?
the
Our 6'2" blonde ghost is back. It's haunting the halls behind us.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. So in other words, it says, I'd rather not go to court and yak equals eeks.
Okay.
Okay. For those of you who are not quite familiar with our show, when you come in and you say hello or put an emoji in chat, your name automatically gets put onto the list. And we take them in order. There are 8 different platforms. So don't ask a question. We will go down the list and you can jump it if you don't want to wait. I'm going to post a link. But in the meantime, Keita K-Love, if you would please post your question. We have a lot of people who I am not familiar with, so thank you to all the new people. We appreciate this.
Welcome.
A lot of brand new faces, brand new names. There we go. I'm not the psychic one, so maybe their faces in my head, but okay. Sam Ariel is new here from Facebook. Thank you. Sam, you can come back here this evening at 10 o'clock because Journey Ryan and will you be with Faith this evening at 10 or is it just Journey?
Tonight it's just Journey.
Okay, so tonight
I'll be back. We'll be back at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow with my show again, and then tomorrow night at 10 p.m. I will have a show with Journey Ryan hosting.
Okay. If you would like to go to My Psychic Connection at YouTube and subscribe, you can ring the bell. You're going to find out 15 minutes before the show starts. You can say hello and chat. And when the show starts 15 minutes later, you're going to be on the top of the list. So there you go. And Sam says, I'll just follow the page. Well, that's good too. We appreciate that as well.
Yes, we do.
Okay, so I'm not seeing anything from Keita K-Love. Aki, A-Q-U-I, here in Spanish, isn't it? Aki?
Is it really Aki?
It says A-Q-U-I.
That was my sister's dog.
Okay, well, I appreciate this.
And it is a Spanish name. That's why I asked you.
Okay, so here we go from Aki. Hi, Miss Faith. In my field, applicants with experience in good academics are mostly hired. I'm a rookie with average academics. What is the chance for me to notice or get noticed, I think, by the employer and get hired? And, it says Aquino is my surname. There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the thing. You do have some references, and I think they will take your references into play, whether it's personal references or business references. Those will go into play, and it's also going to go with how you carry yourself, how you express yourself in either your resume or because I feel you're going to have 2 different interviews with this or dealings with the employer in this respect. So just stand firm and be positive. I do think that they will recognize you because it's an energy thing. If you approach it like you're not going to get accepted, then you won't. You have to already claim it and believe it. That's believe that you deserve that and that you will do a good job of it. And then when you achieve that, when you get that position, acknowledge that it was given to you and that it's a gift, because I do see it coming through for you that you can do that and you can be recognized, but you just have to stand firm and kind of push through mentally, because see, you already think that you're not going to be recognized or acknowledged because of how people are acknowledged in your field. And if you go in thinking that you're going to push forth that energy, and you don't want to do that. But as far as like, if you're asking me for a percentage, I would say 65%, but it's also going to be your attitude and how you present yourself.
And Aki says, I always have this mindset that next year I should start working and save money for my future. The only problem with that is that next year is always next year.
Yeah. You need to do it. Do it when you can, because you don't know what's going to happen between now and next year. And I'm not talking about your life. I'm talking about overall with everyone.
Exactly.
Look at what happened with all of us during the pandemic stuff. We're still going through that.
Mm-hmm. That is true. Aki, does this answer your question? Hope Wells, get your question ready. And Aki says, because I have an exam this January that I need to get passed.
You will. I'm seeing 80%. So I don't know if 80 is passing, but that's what I see. For that, I mean, 80 is passing generally, but I don't know for your field if that would be considered passing.
That's true. And thank you very much for my question, Miss Faith, and to you as well, Miss Cassie. Okay, that's actually Catherine, but Cassie is one of your chat room mates. Is that actually a word? I was going to say Cassie's in the chat room right now, I think, but no.
A chat roommate is something. I mean, I don't know that's, but it can be a word, Catherine.
You're welcome, Aki. We appreciate you. Hope Wells, you are up. Would you please post your question, Ms. Hope? And while we wait for Hope to post her question, to those who are new, we have a 10 o'clock show this evening with Journey Ryan. And then no reason to say you're sorry, Aki. It's okay. He said, Catherine, sorry. And then for 2 hours, Journey will be on this evening. And then also at 12:30 will be Miss Emma Rose. And she has an hour show from 12:30 to 1:30. So please come back if you get the chance. I'm not seeing Hope Wells. I think Hope I think took off. So next up is going to be Jessica Lambert. Jessica, please post your question. And hello to you, Rosina. You are on the list as well. We are still doing readings. However, we take names in order from the 8 different platforms. And so that's Facebook, that's Instagram. No, it's not Instagram quite yet. It's Twitter, Facebook, iHeartRadio, and what are the other places?
iTunes,
Mm-hmm.
I think Audible.
We're everywhere. Okay, so Jessica Lambert, we're going to put you in the back of the list. Brianna Lee. Brianna, you are up, sweetie. Do you have a question you'd like to ask Faith? Okay, Brianna, I hate to say this, but we have another jumper. And so we have to take the people who jump the list in order as they have made a donation. So Blanca, you are up. And Brianna Lee, if you are still here, if you could please hold your question. And then if we have time, you are up next. But Blanca, in the meantime. So let's see. Ms. Blanca. Bow, chicka, wow, wow. We need that sound effect for when Blanca jumps the list.
Yeah.
Chicka, wow, wow. Right now, I can see Blanca typing in a frenzy.
Yeah.
She's coming.
She's coming. Okay. Hello, beautiful Faith. My son's birthday is on the 13th, but I hope to make a little party. Okay. And will everything go as planned?
Yes. And I'm going to tell you right now, have you chosen a food for the party? Because I'm seeing pizza. That's why I'm asking.
Yum. Always a hit.
Yeah, especially with kids.
I don't think I have ever known a child who did not like pizza. Ever.
I don't know, but I know my sister, when we were kids, we would go to, this shows how old I am, but we would go to Showbiz Pizza, for those of you that know what Showbiz is. And we would get pepperoni pizza, and she would pull off the pepperoni and the cheese. And
Okay, that's wrong.
I'm like, why are you pulling off the pepperoni and the cheese? She would eat the pepperoni and the cheese, but she wouldn't eat it on the pizza. And then she would eat the breading separate from the toppings, and I never could figure that out.
Okay, I'm hoping no one will ruin it, but
No,
no, not really. But I will cook whatever they want. That's usually what I do. Anything from my husband. Hold on a second. It's both Robert and her son's birthday. What a beautiful. So it's Junior and Matthew. I thought her husband's name was Robert.
it is Robert.
Okay, because it says Junior and Matthew. And by the way, Blanca, that new picture you have on Facebook is absolutely beautiful.
I don't see it being ruined, and I keep getting pizza, so I think even if you guys don't do it on the day of his birthday, there's some reference to pizza. And your husband keeps saying to get him a hat. There's something about a hat. I don't know if this is one of Robert's hats or what this is, but he says, give him a hat.
Oh, it says, sorry, both of my sons' birth. You have two sons born on the same day and they're not twins?
No.
And it says, and thank you on the picture. Oh, you're very welcome on the picture compliment. Wow. What are the odds of that happening?
Well, my mom and her sister are 1 year and 1 day apart. So for 1 day, they're the same age.
They're the same age. Isn't that called Irish twins?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it says, oh my God, wow, I remember Faith.
So he keeps saying, give him a hat.
Give him a hat.
And Robert had hats or something. He's saying, I had lots of hats. And he wants you to give him a hat. So I hope you still have some of his hats. And Blanca, I know you've been trying to reach me. I'm going to be on the site after the show for anybody who wants to reach me within the hour after the show.
It says, I have a video where he's playing with him on a birthday hat.
Okay.
I think that means well, please, any happy birthday wishes. Any happy birthday wishes from Dad?
Of course there are. That's why he said give him a hat. The hat's for men.
But okay, thank you.
You know what a smart ass your husband is, right? So he literally said, of course there are. That's why I'm saying give him a hat.
Well, guess what? 'Tis that time. It's the top of the hour. So it is time to end this. I want to see. And Blanca says, thank you, guys.
You're welcome. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Remember tonight that Journey has a show at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you can come back and join him. Also, remember tonight is it 12:30, Emma Rose?
Correct. Yep.
Emma Rose has her late night show, so please come back and join her. And Catherine and I will be back tomorrow, same time, same place, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I also will be on tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time doing my late night show.
Mhm.
And anybody who would like a reading further can reach me or Journey or any of the other psychics on mypsychicconnection.com. Remember, anybody who signs up receives 3 free minutes in their account to go toward their reading. Until then, I look forward to connecting with all of you next time. And for Blanca or anybody else that has been trying to reach me, I'll be on the site later on tonight.
We'll see you tomorrow evening, folks. Bye-bye.
Bye.